So how many of you guys saw Hasim Rahman Jr.'s fight last night?
Yeezys, I love it. Hey, he's such a freaking fan. I love it.
Hey, Yeezy probably about to go sleepy here in a few moments because Hasim Rahman has got that backhand locked, cocked, and ready to rock and puts his opponent down quickly.
Now that was kind of embarrassing. That opponent was not a heavyweight, at least by the looks of it. It looks like Hasim Rahman Jr. got an easy fight. And he did put out this tweet as well. It says, "We legitimately had 7 people accept an renege on this main event. The 7th person actually was at the fight and decided not to fight an hour before walkout. Much respect to my opponents. Big news about my next move coming soon. Hype Boxing, thank you for the opportunity." So here's my problem. I was offered that fight and I accepted. In fact, me and Coach Lee instantly said yes. That was with 3 weeks notice. So we accepted the fight with 3 weeks notice. We got strung along a little bit, not by the promotion I don't believe, because they said they would send my details across to Hasim Rahman Jr.'s team. And then over the next couple of days, which by the way, I was training because I'm not daft. I started my training camp as much as I could do. In 3 weeks, I was going to get done. But we waited and waited day in, day out. We're speaking to the promoter, asking him whether or not he's heard any more information from Hasim Rahman Jr.'s team. It'll be tomorrow, they'll let us know tomorrow, by the end of the week, right? These were all the things that were coming back to us. The end of the week came, and guess what? Hasim Rahman Jr.'s team decided to decline the fight against BADBOY Beaman. So my coach is having constant phone calls and messages with the promoter of Hype Boxing to try and get this finalised, to try and get us to a point where we know what's going on. The reason for that is because, of course, I've got commitments here in the UK. Of course, I need to make prior arrangements to make sure I've got the time to fly over to Florida, have the fight there and return home. And I believe that 3 weeks was enough time to get all of that done. Even 2 weeks was enough time. We got told no by the end of week 1. So then there was 2 weeks left until fight night. So I decided, okay, fine, I'll take my foot off the pedal a little bit. We've already been declined. And let's be honest, I had no other fights lined up at that point. But then on Tuesday of this week, my coach gets a phone call, boom, it's Stephen Morales, Hype Boxing promoter, on the phone saying, bro, we need your fighter. We need BADBOY Beaman here on this show. The guy that we got for Hasim Rahman Jr. has got COVID and we need somebody to replace him. So they wanted me to fight Hasim Rahman Jr. on 5 days notice. 5 days notice. And you know what, based on the clip that I've seen there, I would have beat him on 5 days notice. The unfortunate thing for me is, like I said, I've got a lot of things going on at home. I would need to put things in place, and 5 days is not enough to sort all of that. Make sure I've got everything prepared for travel, and not to mention the fact, traveling over to America on 5 days notice, I wouldn't have had a single day to train in that 5 days. I would have ended up with jet lag whilst I was over there. So it would have been flights over, weigh-in, press conference, then fight. What absolute stupid person would even take that on 5 days notice? But like I said, I probably still would have beat him whilst untrained, based off the performance we saw. So yes, it's irritated me to see Hasim Rahman Jr. putting out a tweet saying that 7 people were offered the fight and then pulled out. I was one of those 7 people, apparently. I was the one committed fully, to the point where me and my team stated to Stephen Morales, whatever price the other fighters are accepting to fight for, we will beat it. Pay for our flights, pay for our accommodation, and we will be there. We would go over there just for the opportunity to fight Hasim Rahman Jr. But that's with enough notice. Here's my proposition. If you think that I genuinely ducked you, Hasim, you are daft. Nobody ducked you. I accepted the fight straight off the rip. It took me about 0.2 seconds to say yes when I got the phone call from Coach Lee saying, we've got you to fight with Hasim Rahman Jr. I said yes instantly. How do we sort it? Where is it? When is it? When do we start training? So if you think that I ducked you, that's wrong. If anything, it looks on paper like you and your team ducked me and then tried to play the dirty game and give me 5 days notice. So here's the God's honest truth. I want to fight you. I want to do it here in the UK. And why not put it on Misfits? Misfits is a great organisation and a great promotion, and I feel that they would allow both of us to have a full 12-week camp and see who's the better man. Or are you too scared to fight me on a full camp? Because I would be if I was you. Let me know what your thoughts are there, Hasim Rahman Jr. If you want to prove yourself against a real fighter instead of some bum like we saw you fight last night, then accept this fight. Hasim Rahman Jr., I'm calling you out. BADBOY Beaman versus Hasim Rahman Jr. Misfits Boxing UK. Let me know. Or are you too pussy? Are you going to back out of this again? And for everyone watching this video. Believe me when I say this, I'm trying to hold as much respect here as possible for the people involved in this, the people trying to set this up. Hype Boxing, you know, they got in touch with us. They were the ones in the middle between my team and Hasim's team trying to get these things sorted. Unfortunately, Hasim's team said no. Is it Hype Boxing's fault? No. Even people from the PBA were involved trying to get this fight to happen. I even had people who I was meant to be fighting in the past on other shows helping me try and get this fight. The fact is, everything on our end was a positive. Everything on our end was a yes, until they tried to play a dirty game on a 5-day notice. So guys, smash that thumbs up for me. Share the hell out of this. Clip it if you want and share it on social media. Everybody's got permission. Tell Hasim Rahman Jr. I'm calling him out here in the UK on Misfits Boxing. Let's make it happen. And if you are new to the channel, guys, subscribe and turn on notifications because things are just heating up. Until next time, I'll see you later. Bush.